Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Oh, here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Hello and welcome into Starry and Bank Field. No pregame show for you today, unfortunately. I'm Riley Swenson with you. Fargo Post 400. The Stars taking on Dassel-Cokato. Already 2 outs here in the top half of inning number 1. Sorry for the late start to the broadcast. Just making my way over from work, which usually ends at 5. Tried to get out a little early and be here for the 5 o'clock start, so we're doing our best. Appreciate the patience. We'll have lineups and defensive positions shortly for you for both ball clubs. Carson Bevel on the mound for the Stars. They play here in the FM tourney. It'll be 2 games tonight. 4 post 400. Beautiful evening for baseball here at Starry and Bank Field. It looks like it should be a beautiful weekend for baseball. The Stars play host to this FM tournament. Several sites in action. This is Jace Olthoff in for Dassel-Cokato. He fouls one back, 2-2. The 2-2 delivery outside, count runs full. And the full count delivery up the middle, and that will be the first hit of the game. So the center fielder, Jace Olthoff, reaches base. Brings in the cleanup hitter, Isaac Solomon. He'll play third base this evening. Pickoff, and they got Olthoff in a rundown. He'll try to make it into second, and they got him in time. Good pickoff move from Bevel. Ends the threat in the top half of the first. We will go to the bottom half of the first. The Stars' first chance to bat when we return on Magnitude Sports.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. At Popeyes, we got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! Yeah! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6.
Bottom half of inning number 1, Stars coming to bat for the first time this evening. It will be Caleb Christensen to lead things off, going against the pitcher for Dassel-Cokato, Toby Coline. Stars will line up like this. Caleb Christensen leads off, followed by Colby Hansen. Jackson Ammerman hits third. Eli Mock is the cleanup batter. Chayton Sen bats 5th, Andre works 6th, Logan Sullivan will hit 7th, Jack Demers 8th, and Gunnar Majerus will round it out in the 9-hole. Good lead from Christensen outside. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery is right there, strike number 3. First strike of the evening for Coline on the mound. Christensen goes down looking and brings up Colby Hansen. First pitch to Hansen is upstairs. Now Hansen sends one into left center field, and that's going to get down for extra bases. One hopper off the Buffalo Wild Wings sign in left center, and Colby Hansen is in with a 1-out double. So the double from Hansen will bring in Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman playing second base this evening. He watches one upstairs for ball 1. Taken outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Get you Dassel-Cokato's defensive alignment here in just a moment. Hansen dancing off second. And now a shot into center field. That'll be down for a hit. Hansen going to be waved around third, and he will come in to score easily. No throw to home. And the Stars are on the board. Their first run of the tournament here in their first game. RBI single from Ammerman brings up Eli Mock. Here's how Dassel-Cokato will line up. Caleb Long in left field, Jace Olthoff in center, Spencer Sturtz out in right. Isaac Solomon will play third. Jackson Yonke will play shortstop. Second baseman, Jaden McCauley. Foul straight back. First baseman, Jake Coln. Behind the plate will be Garrett Kelly, and on the mound, Toby Coline. So already 2 hits in the bottom half of the first for the Stars. Still looking for more. Pickoff attempt, Emmerman back in safe. Breaking ball just barely misses, 2-1 here to Eli Mock. Nice little break from conference play for the Stars. Down in Omaha and now here at the FM tournament. Chance to see some new teams, some different arms on the hill. Emmerman off for second, a lazy fly ball into right field. Pushes the right fielder Sturts back just a little bit, but he's able to make the grab for out number 2. Right fielder Chayton Sen will hit. 2 men gone, 1 already home, and 1 more still on base. Step off from Coline. Now the first pitch delivery is outside. Emmerman off for second, another hit and run possibly, results in a foul ball. We saw Emmerman attempt to steal with Mock at the plate. He flew out to right field on the pitch, and that time he was off for second base again. Another swing and a foul ball. So the hit and run still not executed to perfection, but at least that time just a foul ball for the Stars. This one at the middle, but right at the shortstop. Yankee, and he will go to second the easy way for out number 3. But the Stars do strike. They do leave 1 on base, but they will take a lead. The top half of inning number 2 when we return on Managed Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Top half of the second has started off with a base hit into left field by Isaac Solman. He was at the plate when Jace Olthoff was picked off in the top half of the first, ending that inning. So he returns to bat, takes the first pitch he sees and puts it into left field. Dassel-Cokato's got something going here in the top half of the 2. Or I should say top half of inning number 2. Brings up Trenton Zeidler. He's the DH tonight, and the first pitch from Bevel is cut on and missed. Now a back pick attempt from Demers. Salmon back in safe. Foul ball makes it 0-2. Post for 100, Carson Bevel on the mound. Jack Demers behind the plate. Gunnar Majerus in left. Colby Hansen in center. Chayton Sen in right field. Around the infield, Eli Mock at third. Caleb Christensen at short. Jackson Ammerman at second. And Logan Sullivan plays first base. This one line shot into center field. Good piece of two-strike hitting. Now on his way to third is Solomon. The throw is in time but offline, and now they will catch Zeidler trying to go for second base. So Solomon moves up to third on the play. Zeidler will be credited with a hit and then being thrown out at second base. So after all that, one out, runner on third. For the shortstop, Jackson Yonke. Infield playing in for the Stars, trying to cut down a potential early run. Maybe a little bit of a surprise. Only in the top half of the second, already a one-run lead. Now that foul ball drifting out of play down the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. One down below the zone. Good block from Demers. Bevel could sure use a strikeout. Would go a long way trying to work out of this inning. Give his defense a chance to move back in the infield. The 1-2 pitch just barely misses outside. Stone cold take from Yonke at the dish. Moves it to 2-2. Yonke calls time. He'll step out, take a moment to himself. Another good block behind the plate by Demers, and the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes. The Dassel-Cokato shortstop, and that's a foul ball down the third baseline. Full weekend of games here in the FM area. Want to get out and watch some baseball? A great time to do it. Games being played at Jack Williams right here at Starion Bank Field, as well as Matson Field in Moorhead and Young Field in West Fargo. This one high in the air, out to center field. Hansen makes the catch. Runner tags from third, and the throw to home will not be in time, and we have a tie ball game. Productive at bat from the shortstop. Ties it up at 1 apiece. Now the base is empty and 2 outs. It'll be Spencer Sturts. So a nice job from Dassel-Cokato to manufacture a run to get the leadoff single. Able to move him to third after another single. The sac fly gets him in. Good piece of hitting, and now a half swing. Yes, he did. Couple of pitches missing high, and Bevel falls behind. Last day of June here at Starion Bank Field, the first day of the FM Invitational, the Pete they call it, honoring The late Jim Peterson, a pop fly caught by Logan Sullivan on the run, will end the top half of the second. But Dassel-Cokato gets the run back. We have a tie ball game going to the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll be back on Mega 2 Sports.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Andre Work will lead off the bottom half of inning number 2. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Stars. Takes the first pitch he sees, and that's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. Work is going to dig for second, and he is going to be safe. A leadoff double, first pitch swinging for Andre Work. Gets the Stars going in the bottom half of the second. So it will be Logan Sullivan. Now with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Work and Sullivan provide quite a punch of power here in the bottom half of the order. Really, for a pitcher, you think get through those first 4 or 5 guys. Probably not a whole lot of threats, at least from a power standpoint, you get past there. But each of these guys work. We just saw the double from him. Now a pass ball is going to move Work to third. We saw Work with a double. They didn't necessarily use power on that one. Just a little line shot down the right field line. Put it in the right spot. But we have seen them hit multiple homers this year. I've seen Logan Sullivan go deep in a game that I've done. So some guys that can really put bat on ball in the bottom half of the order. Presents a different challenge for pitchers to what they're usually seeing. Now Dassel-Cokato will bring the infield in. Nobody out. Shortstop Yankee is way in. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. I mean, you can see on your screen, but usually infielders will play where that dirt meets the grass. He is about 3 steps or maybe 4 in front of that. Doesn't matter. Sullivan goes down swinging for out number 1. So now it'll be up to Jack Demers. Infield will stay at that same depth. Pitch inside from Coline to Demers. Shortstop Yankee is about 5 steps in front of where the third baseman Salmon is standing. Pretty typically that's the other way around. I can't say in all my years of watching baseball I've seen a shortstop play this far in towards home plate. I know I'm talking about it a lot, but I am just amazed, really. 3 balls, no strikes to Demers. Maybe a little selfishly, I'm hoping the ball gets hit over there. I want to see what happens. 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk. Demers makes his way down to first. They'll bring up the 9-batter gunner, Majerus. First pitch down low. Now the middle infielders will move back. Yonke and McCauley up the middle at shortstop and second base. Swing and a miss from Majerus. A good breaking ball that started like it was going to be right down the middle. Majerus offered at him. By the time it got to the catcher's mitt, it's a couple inches outside the zone. Top of the order, Caleb Christensen waits on deck. Stars trying to get a boost from the bottom part of their order. Started with the sixth batter, Andre Warwick, sending a leadoff double down the right field line. Logan Sullivan struck out. Jack Demers has reached by way of walk. The 1-1 delivery, make it 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Coline trying to work out of a jam. Another strikeout would really help him here. On the ground into right field, base hit. The 9-batter Majerus comes up clutch. Another run on the board for the Stars. The line moves right along. Demers up to second. Majerus now on first, and it will be Caleb Christensen up to hit. We saw Dassel-Cokato with a good piece of two-out hitting in the top half of the second. Now Gunnar Majerus takes a page out of their book, pokes one into right field on a 1-2 count. A bunt from Christensen just barely gets a piece of it. In all my years of playing Legion baseball, watching Legion baseball, seems like most games come down to a couple of factors. Two-out hitting would be one of the big ones, along with that throwing strikes from your pitching staff. Swing and a miss from Christensen. And even more so, not even two-out hitting, but two-strike hitting. Just saw Majerus pick up one of those, see if Christensen can battle in a count and get one of his own. He pops that one down the left field line, well out of play. Take a look at Demers at second. Now Christensen at home. A little blooper into center field and a nice running catch from Olthoff. That will be the second out. Batter will be Colby Hansen. We saw a two-strike hit from Majerus, as I said. Chance for a two-out hit for Colby Hansen with a man in scoring position. Ball inside. Two and out to the post 400 center fielder. He watches that one down below the zone, scoots by the catcher Kelly. Both runners will move up. Now a prime spot for Hansen to strike. 3 balls, no strikes. A couple men now in scoring position. So now a 2-out hit. Not only scores 1, but it likely scores 2. Some big pitches coming up for Toby Coline on the mound. We'll see where he goes on 3-0. And it misses the zone. So the walk loads the bases and brings up Jackson Ammerman. He had a single in the first inning, Would sure like another one of those right now. Only the second inning, but it feels like this at-bat could go a long way in deciding the outcome of this ball game. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Stars already with 1 run in the inning. A chance to possibly put up a crooked number. 0-1 is chased below the zone, quickly 0-2. Ammerman's got to fight. Coline trying to limit the damage up on the hill. And Ammerman sends one into left field over the shortstop's head. 1 run will score. Majerus around second. He will come in to score. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Jackson Ammerman. Stars lead 4-1. Brings up Eli Mock. He flew out to right field last time up. Hansen moves up to third on the play. Nice pitch in the outside corner. Coline was ahead in the count. Wasn't necessarily a bad pitch to Ammerman on the inside corner. Ammerman just got enough on it, muscled it into left center field over the jumping Yankee. Gave his team a pretty big boost here in just the second inning. One ball, 1 strike. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike to Eli Mock. Already 5 hits in the game for the Stars. The 2-1 pitch is fouled back into Kelly's mitt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Maybe see Ammerman in motion from first base. And he is indeed taking off for second, but a foul ball. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Count will run full, so now Ammerman for sure taking off from first. As soon as Coline goes home, Chayton Sen waits on deck. Ground ball picked up by McCauley over to first base, and that ends the bottom half of the second. But the Stars crack for 3. They take a 4-1 lead as we head to the top half of inning number 4.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
8-9 and top. Due up for the Saints of Dassel-Cokato. A first pitch swinging from Jake Colin sends Colby Hansen back a few steps, but able to make the grab for out number 1. Game 1 of the day. For Post 400, game number 2 of the day for Dassel-Cokato. Second baseman Jaden McKinley hits and takes ball number 1 outside. Left-handed hitting second baseman with his first at-bat of the evening. Here in game number 2 for Dassel-Cokato, they dropped game number 1 5-4 against Southeast Twins. And that is who the Stars will be tasked with coming up at approximately 7:30. We'll have it for you here on Magnitude Sports. And there is a 4-pitch walk to the 9-batter, Jaden McKinley. Not at all what Carson Bevel wanted to do. It brings up Caleb Long. I'm being told it's Caleb Lang. So sorry about that. My apologies. Check back on McKinley at first base. Like I said, we got here right about game time this evening, so I'm going off what the lineup card says. And as we all know, sometimes coach's handwriting isn't always the neatest, but I'm not blaming him. I'll take the blame. But we got it right. Caleb Lang, the leadoff man playing left field, will hit in the top half of the third. 1 out and a man on first. Squares around to bunt and wisely pulls back. A little bit of self-defense there to pull back. Over in West Fargo, Caleb Deere has the Patriots on the board. 2-run homer. Gives them a 2-0 lead in the first inning. They're playing Stillwater. There's a strike. It's away from Jack Demers, able to corral it before McKinley can go anywhere. Stillwater defeated Gillette, Wyoming 13-2 in their first game of the tournament. The 1-1 pitch again, squaring around is Lang, pulling back. Another block from Demers below the zone. Demers has been real solid with the stuff down in the turf so far in this game. There's been plenty of it from Bevel. Just to develop that trust with your pitcher. If you're able to command that lower part of the zone and know you can miss down there and the guy behind the plate's going to back you up. It's a big confidence boost. But now it's 3-1 to Caleb Lang. Garrett Kelly, the catcher, waits on deck. Another walk will put runners on first and second. So Lang tried to square around to bunt. Pulled back a few times. Ended up being a pretty good decision. Makes his way down to first. A couple of men on for the catcher, Garrett Kelly. First pitch to Kelly is a breaking ball in the outside corner for strike number 1. The two teams playing here tonight at Starion Bank Field, Southeast Twins and Dassel-Cokato, I should say the two visiting teams, will head over to Youngfield tomorrow. There's a foul ball, quickly 0-2 to take on the West Fargo Patriots. Southeast Twins will also play Stillwater tomorrow. That game also at Young Field. Breaking ball misses above the zone, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Garrett Kelly. Now a pop fly on the infield. Should be playable. It'll be Bevel over to make the catch. Nice running play from the pitcher off the mound. Helps himself out and gets the second out of the inning. A big second out. That will give way to Jay Zoltoff. For Dassel-Cokato, it'll be just one game against West Fargo tomorrow. 5 o'clock start in that game, at least a projected 5 o'clock start. And then they will take on Stillwater on Sunday afternoon over at Matson Field. Foul ball makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and one. A pop fly into right center field. Hansen giving chase, and he will be the one to make the catch. So the Saints leave a couple men on base, and we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 3. Stars coming to hit with a 4-1 lead. We'll be back on
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
4-1 our score here in the bottom half of inning number 3. 5-6-7 due up for the Stars. I misspoke. Dassel-Cokato, they're going to play 2 games tomorrow. They're just at different sites. Kind of confusing when you look at the pool play situation with 4 different sites going on. So Dassel-Cokato will be right back here tomorrow at noon to take on Gillette, Wyoming. And they'll have a little bit of a break, and then 5 o'clock they'll take on West Fargo at Young Field. So it'll be Chayton, Andre Work, Logan Sullivan set to do battle with Toby Coline. Luckily for the Saints tomorrow, both turf fields, so it's not really like you're switching up a whole lot in terms of playing surface. If you had to choose, probably rather play at Young Field in the afternoon. A little more shade over there. Some trees along the river. This one poked out into left field, but a running catch by Lang. And that is how out number 1 is recorded. So it'll be Andre Work. He doubled last inning, came around to score. That's what got the 3-run second going for the Stars. And now first pitch swinging, sent down the third baseline. Over there to make the catch will be the third baseman, Solman. Both Lang and Salmon were in the general vicinity. Looked like it was going to be Lang for a while, but Salmon at the last second just kind of stabbed his glove out at it. Not necessarily fundamentally how you would want to do it, but gets an out nonetheless. Brings up Logan Sullivan. Sullivan playing first base tonight, struck out in his only plate appearance. A 1-1 well outside. One runs inside. Sullivan able to get out of the way. For the Stars, it'll be Dassel-Cokato, followed by Southeast Twins tonight. Tomorrow, Gillette, Wyoming, and Stillwater. And then on Sunday, they'll play their crosstown rivals, the West Fargo Patriots. Sullivan will make his way to first. The 3-1 misses just barely, I think, a little outside, maybe a little down low. Either way, Sullivan goes to first base and brings in the catcher, Jack Demers. So kind of unfortunate for both the Stars and the Patriots. You have to play a conference opponent in a tournament situation. But really, with there being 3 North Dakota teams and just 1 from Minnesota, of course, Moorhead, one of the other host teams in this tournament, 2 of the North Dakota teams are going to have to play each other at the end of the day. So Fargo gets the draw. They'll play Moorhead in their pool play. This one over to first base. Sullivan back in safe. For me personally, I think this is just one of the cooler tournaments around. All the different sites going on. Just so interesting how all 4 of the Legion programs are able to come together and put on this one really great tournament. For a while, it was just Matson Field and Jack Williams Stadium that had sites, and they were able to add Young Field and Starry and Bank Field into the mix. Expanded the tournament field a little bit as well. But I think for most teams, a pretty solid trip up to the area. Get to play in some nice fields, some pretty decent competition. The 2-0 pitch to Demers inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Stars trying to get something going with 2 outs. Sullivan worked a 2-out walk. Demers looking in good shape to work one for himself. Goal line misses upstairs after a pretty quick 2 outs. Now runners on first and second, and that will prompt a visit to the mound. The hitter will be Gunnar Majerus. He hit a little bleeder into right field for a single his last time up. Mound visit complete. Toby Coline trying to work his way out of a first and second base situation with 2 outs. He'll pitch to Gunnar Majerus, the 9-hitter in the lineup. He was able to get ahead of Majerus the first time before he put a single into right field with 2 strikes. We'll see what happens here in this at-bat. First pitch outside for ball 1. Colon had been so good at firing strikes, had really lived in and around the strike zone for the first 2 innings. Although he did give up some hits, I mean, probably take that if you're Dassel-Cokato. Tip your hat a little bit to the Stars, and now this inning, it's gotten away from him a little bit, but it looks like Majerus is going to help him out as Lang works over to make the grab in left center field after a couple of 2-out walks. The flyout from Majerus ends the threat in the 3rd. We will head to the top of the 4th. Dassel-Cokato trying to mount a comeback here on Magnitude Sports.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Isaac Stallman stands in here for the top of the 4th. 4, 5, 6, middle part of the order, due up for Dassel-Cokato against Carson Bevel. Stallman fouls the first pitch straight back. Here in Pool B, the 6 teams are Fargo Post 400, West Fargo, Dassel-Cokato playing right here, Gillette, Wyoming, Southeast Twins, and Stillwater. 1 ball, 1 strike, now 2 balls, 1 strike. Over in Pool A, the 2 host teams, Fargo Post 2 and Moorhead. Then Creighton Prep, Team Manitoba, Tri-City Red, and Wyzetta. The 2-1 is sent deep out into left field. Majerus going back. It's at the wall, and it's off the Doolittle sign in left field. It will be a leadoff double, well struck into deep left field by Isaac Stallman. He's got the Saints rolling here in the top of the 4th. Kind of fitting, there's been 2 hard-hit balls out to the left field area. One of them went off the Buffalo Wild Wings sign, which is one of our sponsors here at Magnitude Sports, and the other off the Doolittle sign, another sponsor of ours here at Magnitude Sports. So those 2 sponsors getting some extra airtime tonight. And they can thank the hitters from both squads for doing that. Now be Trenton Ziedler, the DH. He singled his first at-bat, but then he was thrown out trying to advance to second. A check swing, and the field umpire says he did indeed go around. That's a tough call for a field umpire. If you've watched or listened to a game that I've done before, you know how I feel about that situation. The field umpire probably has the worst view of anyone on the field in terms of a check swing or not. And I get it. It's not the umpire's fault. Nothing they can do about it. It's just kind of an unfortunate circumstance when you only have 2 umpires, but they're doing the best they can. With that rule, like I said, not really anybody's fault, just the way it goes. A 1-2 pitch is fouled away. Another block from Demers down below the turf. He has been really, really good behind the plate. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trenton Zeidler. On the ground, Christensen picks it up, throws to third, and Mock applies the tag. A really fine play from the shortstop, Caleb Christensen, for out number 1. So Zeidler will be credited with a fielder's choice. He'll make his way to first base. Solomon gets thrown out at third, so it erases the leadoff double. And now it'll be Jackson Yonke. Demers, and again, keeps it in front, gets away from him a little bit up the first baseline, but did just enough to keep that one within reach. Keep the base runner, Zeidler, at first base. Again, we didn't get pronunciations before the game, so Zeidler, Zeidler. Maybe we should just go by Trenton. I know that's his first name. Pretty tough to mess up the spelling and pronunciation of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Yonke. We talked about it at the opening of the broadcast. Just a beautiful night for baseball. It's been a beautiful day throughout. That one ran inside and it hits Yonke. So now runners on first and second with 1 out. Spencer Sturts will come to the dish. He popped out to the first baseman his first time through. Pickoff back to second, sliding in safely is Trenton Zeidler. First pitch inside to Sturts. And Zeidler out there at second base, I can see why there's a pickoff attempt. I think it looks like he's further away from the bag than he is just because he's back a little bit further. So it gives the illusion he's pretty far away from the bag. But in reality, a pretty easy play for him to slide back in safely on any sort of pickoff attempt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Spencer Sturts. The right-handed hitting right fielder for the Saints of Dassel-Cokato. This one popped into shallow right field. It will be Chayton Sen to make the play. He calls his buddies off. Both Ammerman and Sullivan were out there. It wound up being Sen making the play for the second out of the inning. First baseman Jake Colin. He'll get his chance to hit. A couple of runners on, 2 outs. First time up, he gave it a ride out into center field, but Colby Hansen took a couple steps back. Was able to make the grab. Sends again out into center field. Hansen going back, this time to his left. And pretty much the same result from the first time up for Colin. A fly out to center field. That will send us to the bottom of the 4th. Stars looking for insurance. They lead 4-1. We'll be back on 92 Sports.
I
kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new
Top of the order, due up in the bottom of the fourth for the Post 400 Stars. Caleb Christensen leads off, and he sends one into left field. First pitch swinging is Christensen. He works his way on base, exactly what a leadoff hitter is supposed to do. Just like that, it will be Colby Hansen. He'll hit with Christensen on first base, nobody out. Possibly Christensen going in motion, we'll see. Does have some speed. Also seeing the top of this Stars order, not afraid to drop down a bunt. Maybe that's the play Hansen elects to go with, and it will be. It's a pretty good bunt, but it'll wind up leaking just foul. Start of the holiday weekend. You're at Starion Bank Field, of course, the 4th of July, Independence Day coming up on Tuesday. Wherever you may be joining us from, if it's your home, if you're at the lake, whatever you may be doing to start off your long weekend. Maybe it's not a long weekend. Some people probably have to work on Monday. No matter what the situation is, we thank you for joining us. Hansen puts one on the ground. Salmon picks up a strong throw over to first. Nice play by the third baseman. But Hansen gets the job done. He'll move Christensen up to second and bring up the red-hot Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman singled in the first, singled in the second, and that single in the second is what has given his team a 3-run lead opposed to a 1-run lead. It was a 2 RBI single. First pitch runs inside. Ammerman ducks out of the way. One ball, no strikes to Jackson Ammerman. Now 2 balls, no strikes. First game I did for the Stars this summer, Ammerman was hitting the bottom of the order. He's since worked his way. I've seen him hit in the 2 spot, now here in the 3 spot. One of the most consistent hitters so far this season for the Post 400 Stars. Another chance to pick up an RBI, and even a better chance now as Christensen makes his way up to third on the pass ball. I played for the Moorhead Blues. We kind of always had the saying, or at least the idea, that June is when you have your chance to make an impression. When you get into July, that's really when the lineup kind of starts to shrink down, and you have your 9 or 10 guys that are going to be playing most of the games the rest of the way out as you prepare for the postseason. There's a strike from Coline to Ammerman. I think Ammerman has assured himself a spot in the month of July, if you will. If he continues to hit like he is, it'll give the Stars a decent chance to possibly get some wins in that state tournament. For now, he will make his way to first. Takes a pitch below the zone for a 5-pitch walk. And now it'll be Eli Mock. Garrett Kelly steps out from behind the plate, gives some signs to the infield. Trying to decide what they want to do with the first and third situation. Emmerman stays put. Thought about going to second, but Kelly kept it just enough in front of him. Got between his legs, but it kind of just sat right there. He was able to pick it up and look back Emmerman to first base. So it's 1-0 to Eli Mock. 0 for 2 on the day. Fly out to right field and a ground out to second base. So he's been utilizing the opposite field. This time he pulls one on the ground to short. Yankee the short way to second base. The throw gets into right field, and that will bring in a run. Would have been a close play at second base had the second baseman McKinley been able to come up with it, but Yankee fired a bullet in there from shortstop. He had to if he wanted to get the out at second. I think maybe now looking back on it, try to maybe make the throw over to first and take the out of Mock. Elected to go the short way. Don't know if they were ever going to be able to turn two to try and get the lead runner. Throw just came in a little hot, scooted into right field. Now Chayton Sen hits with a 1-1 count. So the Saints of Dassel-Cokato got their one run after a leadoff single, able to move him around and score. Chayton Sen wears one on the shoulder. He'll head down to first base. The base is loaded for Andre Work. Caleb Christensen leads off this inning for the Stars. Sack bunt moves him over to second, eventually comes around to score. So both teams taking that leadoff single and running with it. Now the powerful Andre Work hits with the bases juiced. Ball one taken outside. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Andre Work. There is an 8-run rule in effect. This one gets to the backstop. Ammerman comes in to score. Everyone else will move up a base. So 2-1 now to Andre Work. They'll actually say it hit him, I believe. So now it'll be Logan Sullivan. So Sullivan will hit with the bases loaded. And a 6-1 lead, and now a 1-0 count. That last play, I looked down to put a run on the scoreboard we have up here. Looked back up, and Work was on his way to first base. 1 ball, no strikes to Logan Sullivan. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Creighton Prep beat Wayzata today 11-3, utilizing that 8-run rule, just playing 5 innings in that contest. Now 1-2 to Sullivan, in danger of striking out for the second time this evening. So the Stars essentially have the winning run, if you will, on first base if they were able to hold Dassel-Cokato, and that should help things. Sullivan down the third baseline. 2 runs will come in to score. Sullivan into second with a double. The Stars now lead 8-1. It'll be Jack Demers up to hit with the infield pulled way in. Breaking ball for a strike from Coline. A single from Christensen led things off. Colby Hansen with a sacrifice bunt. That's the only out so far in the bottom half of the 4th. After that, Ammerman walked. Eli Mock reached on a fielder's choice error. Now 1-2 to Jack Demers. Andre Work was hit by a pitch. Now the Logan Sullivan double has driven in a couple of runs. A 1-2 count to Demers. He chases and goes down swinging. Big strikeout for Toby Coline. Gets Demers to chase after a pitch up and away and brings up Gunnar Majerus. With that 8-run rule in effect, a really big at-bat here for Majerus and the Stars. He's going to get away from the catcher, but Kelly able to slide and corral it. So that will hold Work at third. Sullivan still stands at second. Gunnar Majerus at the plate and Caleb Christensen on deck, the guy who started this whole inning. Pop fly in the infield. This should get the Saints out of the inning, and it does. Yankee drifts over and makes the catch. And the Stars leave 2 men on base, but they strike for 4. We head to the top half of the 5th. Dassel-Cokato got to make something happen. We'll be back on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Jaden McKinley will lead off for Dassel-Cokato against Carson Bevel, still on the hill. The top half of inning number 5 and puts one on the outside corner for strike number 1. McKinley hits in the 9-hole. So after him, it will be Caleb Lang and then Garrett Kelly. An ideal situation for the Stars. Hold the Saints here in the top of the 5th. Get 1 run in the bottom half of the inning. Able to escape with the win by the 8-run rule. Save some pitching. End the game early. Give yourself a little break before the scheduled 7:30 start against Southeast Twins. And Bevel picks up the strikeout. McKinley goes after one above the zone, and there's the first out in the top half of the 5th. First pitch outside to the leadoff man, Caleb Lang. He walked his last time up. Now he sends a liner into left field. Well struck single for the left fielder from Dassel-Cokato. And we'll give Garrett Kelly a man on base and 1 out. Lang got a pitch on the inside part he could handle. Knew exactly what to do with it. And Eli Mock over there at the hot corner had no chance. That ball was into left field before he could even get his glove up. Garrett Kelly ground out to first base and a pop-up in foul territory that the pitcher Carson Bevel chased down. It's a really nice play from the Stars pitcher. And we're going to get a balk from the pitcher Bevel. So the runner from first will get to go to second. So now one out, Caleb Lang on second base. And it's still Garrett Kelly at the plate. Now Lang takes off for third, a pop-up in the infield, and Lang's going to have to make his way back to second. He's able to do so. Slides back in safe just as Eli Mock was making the catch on the infield grass. So after that commotion, it'll be Jace Olthoff. Olthoff with a single in the first. He then got picked off. He's also flown out to center field. Pick off to second, and Lang back in time. Olthoff, the center fielder, going with the high socks. When I say high socks, I mean high socks. Up above the knees are his pants. It's kind of the new fashion, the new style in baseball. See a lot of guys in the major leagues at the college level do that. Carson Bevel on the mound, going a little bit more old time with his socks. He's got the stirrups with the target stripes on them. And personally, I'm a fan of both. If you can rock it, go ahead and do it. The stirrups always a classy look, and some people might not like those high socks up above the knees. I think they look okay. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was never a guy that could do the up above the knees, though. When you have big legs like I do, it doesn't look quite as appealing as it does for a guy that has the stature of Jace Olthoff. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Bevel as he comes set. Just misses up and away. Update from West Fargo after 3 complete. Patriots lead 6-2 over Stillwater. Now one scoots by Demers. We had talked about how he's been so good keeping everything in front. Finally, something had to give. Count moves full. Lang will make his way up to third base. Chance to possibly scratch across a run for Dassel-Cokato here in the 5th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carson Bevel comes set. Pitch on the way to Jace Olthoff on the ground to shortstop, knocked down by Christensen, unable to come up with anything after he had knocked it down. A nice play to dive and keep it in front. Credit Olthoff with a single and an RBI. That makes the score 8-2. Isaac Salmon fouls the first pitch straight back. Salmon has singled and then doubled. Just a couple of feet away from a homer on that double as it crashed off the Doolittle sign out there in left field. 3:15 down the line. Now they picked off Olthoff yet again. They'll throw to second. Christensen with it back to first. Bevel, now they got him in a rundown. He's chasing him towards second base. And finally, Ammerman will tag out Olthoff in between first and second base. But Olthoff gets the job done with a big hit. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Stars looking to possibly walk it off due to the run rule when we return on Mega Sports.
it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
The bottom of the 5th will start the same way as the bottom of the 4th did, with Caleb Christensen at the plate. He would like that phrase to be true in terms of his result at the plate. He put a single into left field on the first pitch he saw in the 4th. That one scoots just barely foul. Stars looking for a couple runs here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead 8-2. 2 more runs would end the game and give them their first win in the FM tournament. Pop fly right back here towards the booth. So the count moves to 1-2. Southeast Twins getting some work down the line as they prep for the second game of our doubleheader here this evening. That will be the Stars' next opponent. A doubleheader for us on Magnitude, a triple header in terms of the action here at Starion Bank Field. Southeast Twins played Dassel-Cokato in the game before this, a 2:30 start time. In that game, Southeast Twins able to come out with the win, 5-4. Now Christensen down the left field line. It's going to move foul. His teammates giving him a little bit of grief, I think, from the dugout to Christensen. Small guy showing some pop. Now the full count. This one on the ground to second base. McKinley going to be a tough play. And Christensen beats it out. Had some really weird spin coming off the bat. So not as well struck as his single in the 4th, but it looks just the same in the scorebook. Christensen leads off with a single, and that will be Colby Hansen. He was asked to square around for a sacrifice bunt after the leadoff single from Christensen in the 4th. Maybe with the situation here, you know you only need 2 runs to end the game. You let Hansen hit away. Looks like that will be the case. That one gets away from Garrett Kelly, but Christensen stays put. On one hand, you think let Hansen hit away, pretty good hitter. On the other, drops down the bunt, keeps you out of the double play, and on top of that, Hansen's pretty darn speedy as well. Maybe a chance to beat one out. But now in a 2-0 count, I think you'd probably like to see him try and get a pitch to square up, put something hard into the outfield. Got Jackson Ammerman on deck, who has been a really, really, really tough out as of late, 2 for 2 and a walk in this game. Two balls, one strike to Colby Hansen. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hansen with a double, a walk, and a sacrifice bunt. Christensen off for second base. This one down the left field line, but well foul. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Toby Coline still on the hill for Dassel-Cokato. The breaking ball never quite came around. Count now full. Possibly Christensen in motion again. The sign or the 3-digit code is 104, whatever that means. This one on the ground to second, could be 2. McKinley to Yankee, over to Colin. That is a 4-6-3 twin killing from Dassel-Cokato, exactly what the doctor ordered. So what looked like was going to be a good inning for the Stars, maybe get 2 runs, and the game after leadoff single from Christensen has quickly been erased. And now Dassel-Cokato will go and get Toby Coline off the mound, and we will have the details on the pitching change for you when we return on Magnitude Sports.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
So the new pitcher will be Trenton Zeidler. He was already the DH in the game, so he will stay in the batting order right at that spot and just take over on the mound. He will face Jackson Ammerman. And promptly fire in a first pitch strike. Lazy fly ball into center field. Olthoff didn't get a great read on it, and it's going to drop. So I guess when it's going well, it's going well. When it rains, it pours, I guess maybe I should say, for Jackson Ammerman. Even when he's not hitting it very hard, still finding a way on base. He'll be credited with a single. That'll be Eli Mock. I don't know if anyone really saw that one off the bat very well. Could tell Olthoff in center field got a late read on it. And Yankee at shortstop really didn't make a move. And ended up in shallow left center field. It was going to be a tough play no matter if they had seen it off the bat. Now Mock swings through a pitch that's right there. Yankee would have had to go out from his shortstop position. That's always a tough play. It was a long run for Olthoff. Still almost got there after not seeing it right away. Now a 2-out base runner for the Stars and the winning run at the plate. Leadoff single by Caleb Christensen was erased on a 4-6-3 double play. Now Mock lays off one above the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ended Toby Coline's night. Now Trenton Zeidler comes in, the first batter he faces. Jackson Ammerman gets some weak contact, but a pop fly single into left center. Now a full count will have Ammerman in motion. Walk puts the winning run on base, first and second for Chayton Sen. Wind blowing out to almost dead center field, right center-ish. Gets away from the catcher, Kelly. He's able to track it down. Beautiful 82 degrees here this evening. 2 balls, no strikes. Zeidler losing command a little bit on the mound. After 4 complete in West Fargo, the Patriots leading 8-2 over Stillwater. 2-0 pitch from Sen's, a good one to hit, but he's only able to foul it straight back. Two and 1 to Chayton Sen, still a good hitters count. Now an even better hitters count at 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike to Sen. The count full, so both runners will be in motion. Something to the gap, you'd think, should score Mock from first base if it's able to get deep enough into one of those gaps. We'll see what happens. Full count pitch with 2 outs. Lazy fly ball into left field. Lang giving chase. He goes into the gap. Long run, able to make the grab. Stars threaten but push nothing across, and after 5 complete, they lead 8-2. Time running out for Dassel-Cokato. We'll see if they can make something happen when we come back on Magazine Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs Honey Barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
For the second time tonight, Isaac Salmon will lead off an inning after being at the plate the inning before. Both times Jace Olthoff has reached base. He's been picked off on the base paths, leaving Salmon standing at the plate to end the inning. And the last time this happened, Salmon put one off the wall in left field, a couple inches away from a home run. So obviously he feels pretty confident in the spot. This one on the ground to third. Mock picks it up. Good pick at first by Logan Sullivan for out number 1. Good looking play there from Logan Sullivan at first base. It's exactly how you do it. Make the stretch come through the baseball. And now it'll be Trenton Zeidler in to hit after being asked to come on to pitch and finish out the 5th inning. He ropes a single into center field. Nice swing from Zeidler, puts a runner on base with 1 out. Brings up Jackson Yonke. So the Stars unable to finish off Dassel-Cokato by the run rule. And it's just a 6-run deficit. Not anything too crazy to come back from. Maybe the Saints have something in the tank. They lost a 1-run game earlier today. Maybe a little fire coming from that one. These tournaments are always so interesting to me because one of these teams, they're in their 12th inning of baseball, 13th inning of baseball of the day. Of course, the other in just their 6th, and especially for Post 400, they didn't have to travel today. Woke up in their own beds, made their way over to the ballpark. Dassel-Cokato, I imagine, made the trip to Fargo this afternoon. So really from a rest standpoint, everything favors the Stars. And on the scoreboard, of course, it favors the Stars. So we'll see if Dassel-Cokato's got something left in them. You leave day 1 at 1-1 in this tournament. You feel okay with where you're at, still a chance to possibly win the pool. You leave 0-2, and those hopes are pretty much gone. This one down the line into right field. Sen on the run, not going to get there. Might have a play at second base, and he does. Christensen picks it out of the turf. A tough play on the base paths for Trenton Zeidler. That will be the second out. Yonke will be credited with a fielder's choice. Little pop fly into no man's land, but a heads-up play from Chayton Sen in right field. And now we'll have a pinch hitter. It will be Jackson Gustafson. So he will hit for Spencer Sturts. And I imagine take over in right field. First pitch right at the knees for strike 1. Yonke on first base, 2 outs. Gustafson at the plate, and very quickly 2 strikes. Next game scheduled to start at 7:30 between Post 400 and Southeast Twins. Looks like we should be on time for that game as of now, 6:45. Both teams already played a game today. And typically that means that they will not take infield, outfield. Not only do they maybe not necessarily want to, usually most tournaments don't even allow you to. From all the tournaments I've been to, the 1-2 pitch, a little flare down the left field line, fair ball. Yankee makes a turn at second. He'll hold up right there. But a nice job with 2 strikes by the pinch hitter, Jackson Gustafson. Serves one into left field. Now possibly something going here for Dassel-Cokato. And another pinch hitter. Will come to the plate. It's Jackson Schrupp. Schrupp will hit with runners on, 2 outs, and a strike. So the first pinch hitter named Jackson got a single down the left field line. We'll see what Jackson Schrupp can now do in his pinch hitting role. He finds himself in an 0-2 count just as Gustafson did. The 0-2 pitch to Schrupp, and that's into left center field. The pinch hitters come up big for Dassel-Cokato. Yankee makes the turn at third. Gustafson slides in safe. And the single gets an RBI, advances the runners up a couple of bases, and now first and third will be the situation for what looks like another pinch hitter. It'll be Blake Morris to hit for Jaden McKinley. So both the Jacksons get hits. Now we'll see what Morris can do. He chases strike 1. But if the 2 pinch hitters have shown us anything, the first couple of pitches don't necessarily matter in the at-bat. It's what you do once you have 2 strikes on you. Down below the zone, Demers, nice block. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the ground, gets past Sullivan. A diving Logan Sullivan was unable to come up with it. And the pinch hitters just continue rolling here for Dassel-Cokato. Another hit, another run. See if they can keep the rally moving. Now not a pinch hitter, Caleb Lang, the leadoff man, will hit. Still a couple of runners on base. The Stars do have 2 outs in their back pocket. A hit right here really changes things. Already just a 4-run ball game. If you're able to scratch another one across and move it to just 3, you feel decent about your chances going into the 7th if you're able to hold the Stars in the bottom half of the 6th. Lang sends one high in the air, shallow left center field, and Hansen will make the catch. So the pinch hitters get a couple of runs in for Dassel-Cokato, but they do leave a couple men on base. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Stars still lead 8-4, looking for some insurance when we come back.
Due Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Defensive changes for Dassel-Cokato after the pinch hitters in the top half of the sixth. Jackson Gustafson will move to right field. And he will be quickly put to work as Andre Work sends a single his way, leads things off. Didn't even really mean to do that, but Work puts him to work. Jackson Schrupp will play first base. Isaac Salmon will move from third to second, and Blake Morris will take over at third base. So after the leadoff single, Logan Sullivan hits. A strikeout, and then a walk and a double for Sullivan. Sullivan swings through a fastball on the outside corner. It's a really deliberate delivery from Trenton Zeidler to home plate. Lifts up that lead leg and holds it there for a decent amount of time. I have to guess base runners might take notice of that, maybe try and swipe a bag. We'll see if anyone takes advantage on the post 400 side of things. 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan Sullivan. One run in the first, 3 runs in the second. No runs in the third, and then a 4 spot in the fourth. Is how the Stars have got their 8 runs so far this evening. Sullivan goes after one above the zone, a back pick, but Work is in standing. Typically, I'd say get that jersey a little dirty, but on the turf, not really going to get it very dirty. Maybe just a little black mark from the rubber down there, but nonetheless, maybe a dive back in from Work would be appreciated by his teammates and coaching staff, but he was safe, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. Full count to Logan Sullivan. Now a line shot back into left field. A nice running catch by Lang. Pushed him back near the fence in left field. A well-struck hit from Logan Sullivan, but has nothing to show for it. Brings up Jack Demers. 1-0 pitch to Demers is sent out to center field, but right at Olthoff. A couple of well-struck balls to the outfield is how the Stars will record their first 2 outs. In the 6th, then it'll bring in Gunnar Majerus. The Saints of Dassel-Cokato trying to keep the Stars right where they are at. They trail 8-4 and 4 runs. Definitely doable in the top half of the 7th. He let this thing spiral out to 5 or 6. Although it's still possible, you don't feel quite as good about your chances. And on top of that, just the momentum in the game right now favoring the Saints. After that 4-run 4th inning, Dassel-Cokato has responded with 1 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. Nice block below the zone, but Work reads it and gets into second base. Now thinks about taking off for third, but he'll stay put. Garrett Kelly, the catcher, kept it in front of him, but Work was off right as that ball was down on the turf. Able to slide into second base safe. They'll rule a balk on the play.
In the 13th inning. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I hope you had as much fun and stayed awake as much as I did throughout this game. Until next time, hope to see you all again soon and have a good morning.
Keep this one out. And he can, and he does. What a save on the PK.
Charlie Anderson
Pressure
back
here
in.
for the Packers to try to switch that momentum.
And just like that, the Packers get 2 more good points. And you know how? Offensive rebounds. They got the rebounds. Huskies got to do a better job. And another dunk here by Manning.
Exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.